Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Today, we're going over the 17-ounce bags of Old El Paso stuffed 3-cheese nachos and stuffed beef and cheese nachos. Each bag contains 40 nachos and costs $9.99. They're crispy, cheesy Southwest flavor that are perfect for an after-school snack that can be heated in an oven, microwave, or air fryer. So let's go over the Old El Paso 3-cheese stuffed nachos first, which consist of reduced fat mozzarella, cheddar, and Monterey Jack cheeses, and peppers in a zesty, crispy crust. Here's the pretty long list of ingredients, and I know some people do and some people don't, but if you have a diverse effect to MSG, the ranch seasoning in these does contain MSG, but luckily MSG doesn't bother me and it makes food taste better. There's 6 servings per bag and there's 40 nachos in each bag, which comes out to be 6.66666. I'm not sure if that's going to be an omen to how your stomach feels after eating these, but I would have rather them added a couple more in the bag to make it exactly 7 nachos per serving versus the 6.66, which we all know what that means, if you believe in that stuff. Per serving, there's 210 calories, 7 grams of total fat, 2.5 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 10 milligrams of cholesterol, 610 milligrams of sodium, 29 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of fiber, 4 grams of sugars, and 7 grams of protein. Now let's go over the Old El Paso beef and cheese stuffed nachos, which consist of seasoned beef, reduced fat mozzarella cheese, and peppers in a zesty, crispy crust. And once again, here's the novel-like list of ingredients, which also include MSG, which if you have an adverse reaction to them, that means more for me. Again, there's 6 servings per bag. Each serving has 210 calories, 7 grams of total fat, 2.5 grams of saturated fat, no trans fat, 10 milligrams of cholesterol, 600 milligrams of sodium, 29 grams of carbohydrates, 1 gram of fiber, 3 grams of sugars, and 7 grams of protein. Now you can cook these in the oven, microwave oven, or air fryer. So I have a convection oven, which is technically an air fryer, but I'm going to use the air fryer mode on my convection oven. A convection oven uses air, and so does an air fryer. So what is the difference? If you, the people, know the difference between a convection oven and an air fryer, or a convection oven using an air fryer mode, please let me know in the comments, because I don't know. Now let's get the 3-cheese stuffed nachos out of the freezer, out of the bag, and onto a cookie sheet. And then the beef and cheese stuffed nachos. And now they go into my convection oven set on the air fryer mode for 7 minutes at 350 degrees, shaken after the first 4 minutes. Now here's our Old El Paso 3-cheese stuffed nachos after baking in a convection oven set on the air fryer mode for a total of 7 minutes. And they look like they got perfect crispification. So into the old pie hole and down the gullet they went. And they're somewhat crispy, but not very crispy. Not crispy like a taco shell or tortilla chip. And the shell had kind of a weird, funky cardboard flavor. The cheese filling was pretty good, it had good flavor and a slight spiciness to it. There just wasn't a whole lot in the stuffed nachos. These were okay, average at best, which is why I'm giving the Old El Paso 3-cheese stuffed nachos a 5 out of 10. Now let's try the Old El Paso beef and cheese stuffed nachos. And as you can see, we started off with 6, and now there's only 5. And that's because we dropped one, and Bella the Wonder Dog woofed it up. So into the old pie hole, and down the gullet it went. Now obviously, the shell was the same as the 3 cheese stuffed nachos. Pretty crispy, but not very crispy like a taco shell or tortilla chip. And it still had that funky, weird cardboard flavor to it. And the beef and cheese filling was a little bit better, it had more flavor, but it simply tasted like ground beef and cheese, not taco melt and cheese, and there wasn't a whole lot of filling. So once again, these are average at best, which is why the Old El Paso beef and cheese stuffed nachos also get a 5 out of 10. Thank you all very much for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.